Hello, welcome to Lloyd Tarot. My name is Chloe, and this is the first of what I hope to be many energetic check-in readings in a podcast style. So you can just listen, relax, and gain some clarity and guidance. Today, we are going to ask the deck. We're using the Rider-Waite Tarot. We're going to ask what potential blockages, both visible and invisible, could be kind of in our path to our highest self, and in what ways we are thriving. So let's find out. All right, so first we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Star, the Four of Swords, Judgment, the Sun, the Lovers, the Moon. Wow, this is big energy. Four of Pentacles and Death. My. You are going through a major transition in your life right now. This is a very high energy time for you. So let's speak into the nuance. The nuance of the situation is you've felt for some time that you have to protect your stance, protect how far you've come, energetically speaking. And in your recent past, you had to protect, your energy, but also your hope and your optimism. That's something you've held on to quite a bit. It seems that, energetically speaking, fighting off other people's opinions has kind of been hard on you, and it's had its mental toll. You have hit mental burnout, and you've needed some mental rest for some time. And it was keeping your optimism, your hope, and your wish fulfillment aspects to yourself that kind of kept you going as long as you did. But eventually, mentally, you needed to take a break. And I don't know if you did, but you might have hit some burnout in the recent past here. And currently, this is a major time in your life. You have difficult decisions currently presented to you. There's two paths that I'm seeing, and you have to determine which is best for you. And also in that, which is best for you, with the Sun, the acceptance of being seen for who you are and stepping into the light, stepping into your joy. With the Judgment here as well, it seems that this choice that you have with the Lovers and the Judgment is that this choice you make is going to reveal all. It's going to make it so that you cannot hide any longer. You're forced to step out into the light. And that's where the Sun comes in. You feared the judgment of other people, and now you're stepping out, and it seems that your past actions and your present actions are coming out and into the light. And you are kind of having that reckoning that comes with it, and coming up to very difficult choices for yourself. Your blockages are presenting themselves as illusions and as burnout, exhaustion. Our nuance card being the Seven of Wands, and below that the Judgment and the Moon, which means this desire for you to protect your energy and protect your stance. Say you have worked really hard to get to this slot that you have in life. You constantly feel like you are being judged by others and having to protect your stance. That sense of protection and that sense of judgment that you feel, quite frankly, is likely an illusion. It's made up It's in your mind. There might be some people who are judging you, but not nearly as much as you think. And this is exhausting you mentally. So this is kind of the blockage, both visible and invisible. Is the visible blockage is you're visibly exhausted. You're visibly burnt out from this. And the hidden blockage is that what's exhausting you is an illusion. What is exhausting you is not quite how things seem for you. And not that many people are paying attention to what it is you're doing. Somehow you feel like they are. And that's why with the sun, there isn't actually at the core of the reading. The sun is at the core of this reading. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to hide from. You don't need to protect your stance. You just need to step into the light and you need to own it. Your bliss and your joy, you need to own it. And with that difficult decision of what's most aligned with you, how are you going to lead your life in a way that aligns with you, is going to put you on the path to your highest self, to your highest timeline. And so long as you make that choice based on what is in your truest heart of hearts, the rest should not matter. Especially that wish fulfillment with the star coming in. There is something you've wanted to do, that you've hoped for, that you've wished for a very, very long time, and you fear the repercussions of potentially choosing that. You fear maybe not getting it. You fear success. There's a lot of illusion at play with this. And below the sun, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this Four of Pentacles is really showing a little bit of what is also your blockage. Is you have a bit of a scarcity mindset. So you've worked really hard to build the abundance that you currently have, to have the structures and the level of stability you have. There's obviously a desire to build even more abundance and more wealth in your life, but you fear making these decisions that are aligned with your heart are going to set you behind as far as your stability goes, is going to shake your foundation. And so you're very much clinging to that foundation. But what we have in the final slot of this reading in the outcome is the Death card. Now, there's nothing to fear. Death does not mean literal death. It means a shedding of skin, a shedding of a prior version of ourselves, and stepping into a rebirth, going through a transformation. This is a really powerful reading. And whoever I'm speaking to, if this is resonating, I feel like you are on the precipice of something great. We have the star in the first row. We have both Judgment, the sun, and the Lovers in the second row. And we have the moon and death in the final row. Now, this death and rebirth, don't let it go in vain. Don't let these illusions create this ego death and you step out in your rebirth in a new form that is not your highest form. This is also showing up with the Lovers above the Death card here. This choice you make, the way you choose to move forward from this transformation of death, and which path you choose to take, is going to either keep you on a lower vibrational path, or it's going to move you into a higher, elevated, next tier level of yourself. What do you have going right? Well, my dear, you have a lot going right. Oh my gosh. With the sun at the core, you have a light about you that you cannot help but shine. With the star sitting above that, you have such a beautiful soul that is talented and that dreams and wishes. And some people might think it's naive, but no, it's rooted in deep emotional understanding. You give back to the environment around you through this hope that you have in your heart. And that's what allows your sun to shine as bright as it does. And sometimes when we shine this brightly and we have this much hope in our hearts, we do have to protect our position. And I feel that's why we have the Seven of Wands in the nuance position. Sometimes people will try to tear you down when you shine very bright. And that is also a challenge you tend to run into that exhausts you. That is what's coming forward with the Four of Swords that we have here as well. You need to give yourself some rest, my dear. If you haven't already, you need to take a moment of rest, restoration, contemplation. And don't be afraid to be seen for who you are. Don't be afraid that there will be people who judge whether you like it or not. And the ones that judge you are not meant for you. And if you are authentically showing up as who you are stepping out with that sunshine that you have with the sun, and you're making those choices that are aligned with you, it will align you with the people who are meant to be in your life. Trust your intuition, especially when it comes to the illusion that you are judged more than you are. Trust your intuition that who you are is worthy and is beautiful and is transforming into the highest version you can possibly be. Start to let go of that scarcity mindset so that you can build your abundance even more. You've worked really hard for the current stability that you have. Who's to say you can't have more? It's not greedy to continue from where you are. Yes, you can take a measured approach to ensure your safety, but you are going through a transition right now. You're going through a little bit of a identity death where you're going to step into new form. Let's ask the cards for some closing statements here. We have the Six of Swords. So yes, you are mentally moving away from a thought process you had in the past, and you're moving into different structures mentally. We have Temperance. Wow. And we have the Eight of Cups. Oh. So with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, these are situations where you're both mentally and emotionally leaving something behind. And that's where this death is coming into play. And what you're leaving behind is people, situations, and places that don't support balance for you, that demand all or nothing. You are leaving all or nothing mentality in the past. You are seeking out places that will emotionally and mentally balance you. You've been living in a life that is very polarizing mentally and emotionally. Very big highs and very big lows. Mental burnout, mental strain, emotional outpouring that depends on your hope and your optimism so intensely. There's a lot that you've had that made you very happy for a time, but emotionally speaking, you want more, and mentally you know you can have it. So you're going on a journey, and that's what this death is for you, is leaving behind a version of yourself that accepted that what it did emotionally and mentally. And you're going to be stepping into a form and making a choice with the Lovers that puts you on the path of having more love in your life and more support in being the most balanced, tempered version of yourself. You want to be both grounded and both emotionally held. You are a very special person, And I think you are on the verge of an incredible change in your life, in yourself, not in your life, but in yourself, in your whole being. And you're going to step into this new form in the near future. And it's going to be difficult because you're going to both mentally and emotionally leave a lot behind you in order to search for your new path, your new sense of self. Let's pull an oracle card to see what it wants to say. I've got here the Great Eastern Oracle. We have Portal to Wholeness. Welcome the gift of yearning. Wow. Okay, so with the Star, with the Sun, with the Lovers, with Judgment, with the Moon, with Death, with Temperance. This is huge. You are stepping through a portal into your new being that allows yourself to yearn for what you want. What have you been yearning for? What have you been wanting for so long? Step through that portal. Believe you deserve it. And take away the illusion that you somehow don't, and realize you do. Welcome the gift of yearning. I am so excited for you, and I'm so excited for this next chapter in your life. If you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well for short form content. And please leave a comment below. Tell me how this resonated with you. Tell me if you want to details. I'd love to get to know some of you or anybody who this has come across, if this reading found you well. And until next time, peace and love.